This is Brooks Williams, and I would like to take a little bit of time to show you some riffs, some chords, and some rhythms that may help your guitar playing kind of move to the next level. These are things that I use, and I found them incredibly helpful, and so I'm going to break them down. There's 12 of them. I'm going to break them down, do one at a time, and you can have a play with them and see if they work for you. So the first thing is using alternate chord shapes that you move up and down the fretboard. And my favorite chord shape to move is the C7 chord shape. So it's based off of a basic C chord, a basic cowboy C chord. And to play a C7, you add your small finger to the 3rd fret of the G string. And it's a great chord. It sounds lovely on its own, beautiful, but the cool thing about this chord is that you can move it up and down the fretboard. So that's a C7. If I go up 2 frets, I'm now playing a D7. If I go up 2 more frets, I'm playing an E7. And that's a really nice sound. It's a very rich sound, especially if you put it in place of sort of a normal D7 or a normal E7. So here's an example. Play a song in the key of G where we play a G chord, a C chord, and then a D chord. And that sounds really nice. There's no knocking that. That is a beautiful, beautiful sound. But let's alternate that other chord in there. Here's the G, here's the C, and here's the D7 that looks like a C7. So it's got a little bit of a richer sound. It's a bit more rock and roll. And then you can alternate. You can go back and you can just play a normal D. And it's got a really rich sound. I use that chord quite a bit, and I use an E7 quite a bit, but played up here. So it's the same shape, C7, between frets 7 and 5, and you can strum all 6 strings. So if we're going to do like a blues or rock song in the key of E, it would sound like this. So I'm playing E, E major, A, and then D, A, E. But let's substitute the E7. Did you hear that? Sounded really nice, doesn't it? And you can get a slightly different tone. And it's a really great thing to throw into your playing. Just doesn't have to be every single time, but just as a substitute. And it gets you moving to a different part of the guitar, which sounds really nice. So if we were to put those together, we'll do the E, A, D, that rock rhythm. I'm going to play the E as a C7 shape between frets 5 and 7 sometimes, and sometimes I'm going to play it normal. So you can kind of hear me going back and forth with it. Normal, here we go. Alternate. So it makes a nice contrast. You're playing exactly the same chord, but in a different place. The notes are stacked a bit differently. It's got a great sound. So, easy enough to make a C7, you just have to be comfortable moving it out of that first position shape. And with a little practice, targeting these dots, they'll help you identify where you are on the fretboard so you can get to another position easily. And I think you'll find it a lot of fun, and it'll sound really cool. Once more, the basic C7, and if you slide up 2 frets to the 5th and 3rd fret, D7, 2 more frets, E7.